So we're looking into multiplying, ladies and gentlemen, but we're also looking into simplifying. So I'm going to kind of show you guys two different ways to do this. The first way is my preferred method, is to simplify first. Anytime you guys are doing anything, just like remember when we did rational expressions, the first time I said, hey, anytime you see a binomial or polynomial or trinomial, simplify. Simplify, Anthony. Simplify. Just always try to simplify it. We can now simplify each of these, all right? That's what we kind of practiced last class period and then, kind of enhanced today. Anthony, you're not following my directions. Flip it over, please. Good. So if I want to simplify the square root of 8, I can rewrite that as 4 times x squared times x times y. Again, ladies and gentlemen, how I like to do it is I like to rewrite it with terms I can take the square root of. Oops, I'm sorry. That's 4 times 2, right? 4 times 2 times x squared times y. And then over here, I can actually just rewrite this exactly how it is, because the only term I can really rewrite as a square root is already, or as square is already squared. So now I can simplify each one. The square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x squared is x. And then I'm left with 2y times 2 square root of y squared is y times 5x.
Where did you get the x squared from?
X, dang it. I wrote down the problem. X squared times x times y. I rewrote x cubed as x squared times x. The reason why I did that is because I know what the square root of x squared is. The square root of x squared is just x. OK? So now I have this times that. Well, again, when we're multiplying, we just multiply the numbers outside of the radical is fine. And then you multiply the numbers inside as the radicand together as well. So I have 2 times 2, which is 4, x times y, times the square root of 2 times 5, which is 10, and then x squared times y. Well, can I take the square root of x squared again?
Yes.
Yeah, square root of x squared is x. X times x is x squared. So my final answer is 4x squared y times the square root of 10y. Now, if you prefer to multiply them first, that's perfectly fine. You could do 2 times the square root of 40 times x to the 4th times y cubed. Right? You guys can do that. That's perfectly fine. Then you can simplify it. So if I was going to simplify it, I'd rewrite it again as squared numbers. 4 times 10 times x squared times y squared times y.
Okay.
I'm just doing it 2 different ways. You could have either multiplied it first, or you could simplify and then multiply. Yep.
Okay. Did you see where I'm pointing?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, right. See how it says 4x2?
4x2 squared.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah, okay, that. So if you put that x squared that's inside the thing right now, that, and you put it over with the x, because that one was already an x.
No, look it. It's x. And then I have the square root of x squared. What is the square root of x squared? X. So then I had to take that x and multiply it by this x, which gives me x squared. Make sense? No? Well, then now you just prompted me to have to show you. 4xy times the square root of 10x squared y. What is the square root of x squared? X. So I have 4 times x times y times square root of 10y. Do you see where this x came from? That's the square root of x squared is x. It's outside of the radical now.
Okay.
Then you multiply them to give you x squared.
But then you take the x squared out.
Huh? Do you remember? Square root of x squared, guys, equals x. The square root of x times x equals x. It doesn't equal the square root of x. It equals x. All right? Now, if I was going to simplify this, I would get the exact same answer. The square root of 4 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Square root of x squared is x. Square root of x squared is x. X times x is x squared. And then square root of y squared is y. Left with 10y down below. All right? Got it now?